Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Social Diary, where we get to review some of the trending topics on the internet that made headlines this week. My name is Conchita Lillian, and as always, I am not alone in studio with me today. Get this, I have two gentlemen. One is a business development manager, that is John Keane, and the most talented content creator and videographer, Spikes. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the Social Diary.
Thank you for having me.
So this week is going to be very special. Like you told my first two guests ever. Now remember to send in feedback using our SMS line, that is at 20146. And don't forget to keep the conversation going, as we are currently live streaming on all the social media platforms at Metropole TV KE. Now, gentlemen, let's start off with this week, yeah? So this week, just like most other weeks, has been centered around politics. And to start, former sports cabinet secretary, that is Rashid Echesa. Again, you know, the same for being imposed actually with fresh charges in the, like the 39.5 billion fake arms deal. The charges that came after the Director of Public Prosecution, that is Nordin Haji, moved to include two more suspects in the fraud cases. Now, a company that is the PZELS Limited, involved in the scheme to defraud an American and Egyptian firearms dealer, was also, included in the charge sheet. Now, before we proceed with all this, what do you guys think about this, John Keane?
Thank you once again for having me on the show this evening.
Oh, most welcome.
Well, it's quite interesting to see the turn of events in relations to the Echesa story. And it brings out a lot of questions in mind. One of those being the integrity of where we are as a nation at this point in time. Well, stories are developing, as Kenyans know, that Echesa apparently did not clear, for example, high school. For example,
he did not go for the groups of schools.
Yeah, he did not go for the groups of schools. and possibly even the groups of schools in the villages, he didn't really clear at the same time.
I think this is Shambani. I don't know, make it Spike. Yeah. Oh, let a group of schools. I'm only to basement.
Team basement.
Yeah, you're saying?
Yeah, so in the same respect, you realize that based on the investigations that you are now currently seeing and the things that are panning out, it sounds like, and it comes out as a very clearly planned out theft of public resources.
Yeah. You see plant,
yeah.
Imagine,
39
billion.
Imagine
90%.
Imagine tu hiyo ingeenda
John
through.
Keane.
How many Kenyans wangekufa?
Lakini kama mtu kwenda group of schools alafu anaweza con watu alleged conning 39.5 billion. Yaani kama 40 billion.
Imagine kama angeenda group of schools.
Imagine.
Angeiba Kenya GDP.
Spike, wewe ni unaenda kona.
Ama ni aje Spike? Angeenda Kenya GDP.
Now, the two suspects are like Crispina Odor and Kennedy Oyo. Now, Echesa's luck seemed to be, running out this week, as the DCI, through their Twitter account, announced that they followed a complaint made to them through the public complaint section by a Kisumu resident, saying that the former CS Rashid Echesa fraudulently transferred to his possession her late husband's 3 motor vehicles: a Passat, a KY 338A, KBZ 009J, that is the Toyota Land Cruiser V8, and KBN 242N, that is the Toyota Mark X in 2016. Now, DCI, as detectives today carried the investigation. Then they did the investigation in his current home, of Mr. Echesa, and then they recovered. Listen to this. They recovered a KCW 289Q Toyota Land Cruiser V8, a KCL 350J Mercedes-Benz, a KAY 388A Volkswagen Passat, KBP 725B Ford Ranger, Lexus with no registration number and front and rear number plates. That is a KBS 385F. And then this amazing person had 507,000 Kenya shillings that were found in front of the seat of the Mercedes-Benz. All the vehicles, however, they were taken to the, for verification by the NTSA, officers. Is further investigation into the complaints, allegations continue. As expected, we are not alone. The netizen took a hold of this. Lakini, spike. Niambi, what another story? 547,000 shillings. Na economy, zimechill tu.
Unajua tunaongelea hapa hii issue yote. Basic story ni theft. Was clearly 507
John Kina kolake.
Hiyo yote. Alafu unaona vile economy ina run tu sahi, like other citizens tunaumia. But so on the other side, like for me ina sound kama there's always a deal yenye why inakuwa striked up between our members wenye wako juu na the government. So ukiumana
alichukua job akoje does what like ni biashara gani, like it makes you wonder like what kind of business do you have. How do you have 507,000 Kenyan shillings just chilling in the front? Enyewe mashida zetu ni tofauti na wa Kenya.
Kila mtu na struggles zake.
Solo. So, if we look at social media, not alone. So we have at Cyprian, that is Nungeri one, who was replying to the DCI Kenya and said, at this rate, I just want to be a CS. Even if it means one without a portfolio or education, I need me some German machine and a big VS, V8. Ama, namna gani? My friends, hashtag HSA expose. And then, V8 to ever. And then we have it K1 George replying to the DCI Kenya as well, who says, within a week or two, HSA will reach back to the courts to have his cars back, and the court will simply issue orders to you to release the same to him. So go for NHIF masterminds. Otherwise, this is purely PR galore. Lakini huyu ametoa pia NHIF. Legit ametoa pia NHIF.
Shida ni nyingi.
Mashida ni nyingi. So tuko na shida ya HSA alafu tuna design NHIF hapo ndani. And then we have 31456401 replying to DCI and William Ruto. Jamani, William Ruto ametoka hapo. It says, Somi are safe. The likes of Kidero, Awiti, Babu, yani, if you support handshake, BBI and ODM, na hao ndio wakora, number 1. Uko mweupe kama pamba. Hii vita ya corruption PR, no wonder utapata Kenya power. Lakini sasa huyu Kenya power imetoka wapi?
Mashida nyingi.
So tumetoka ule mwingine alikuwa amesema nini? NHIF. Sasa huyu naye ametupeleka kwa nini Kenya Power? Kenya Power. Okay. And then we have Dixon Avula, who was replying to the DCI Kenya and said, it is very bad that the at National Assembly Kenya members exonerated HSR of this issue during his vetting in 2018. From the account of the window, of the widow, I think it's window. Even a layman would have concluded that Rashid was guilty, but but it never happened because the MPs had their interest to caution their own. And then you have it Gize. Hey, unasikia majina? Nyinyi mnajiita nini kwa Twitter? Was replying to the DCI Kenya saying, trillions stolen by the man of the house on the hill. Who's the man of the house on the hill?
Wow.
Mnajua nani?
P.O. Box, aka
tupatie mtandao. So hundreds of thousands of acres of land stolen by his dad. Hey, kuna makasiriko. Tens killed by the gone mzee, trillions looted, tens of thousands acres grabbed. The son was directly implicated in recent KPS scandal. Continue with the theatrics. Hey, nyamoni kama kuna makasiriko?
Hakuna makasiriko, but at the same time, is justified kukuwa na hiyo makasiriko. Kama mtu akona $500,000 kwa gari.
Mimi bado nimekasirika na story.
Wewe mwenyewe unataka Wewe mwenyewe
Shwari. How do you have 507,000 shilling?
You know? So Wakenya lazima tu wakuwe na makasiriko kwa sababu hii imeshakuwa sasa ni tabia mbaya.
Lakini John Ken, hakuna venye uko na thousands shilling mahali. I need new friends. Clearly my friends. My friends are not happening. Spike.
Hata mimi nimechoka kupigiwa simu. Hata mimi need friends. Zile level ya maisha inanika.
It's too tight.
Ni tight sana. Yaani design msana amka na pesa kwa gari. Na mimi
imekaa. Kwanza
imekaa yani.
Maybe ilikuwa imelala hapo hivyo wiki kadhaa.
Unajua Spike kwanza mimi na wewe tunatafuta hiyo pesa. Huyu jamaa ako nayo.
Ako nayo.
Ame relax tu now somewhere.
Na to me.
But ni ya credit ni ya
Usaka ukisema ni emergency. Ananga
emergency ya Mercedes Benz.
Gani sasa?
Spike.
Labda ni
Bana John Ken. Mbona tuko tu sawa?
Hatuko sawa.
Tutangangana tu na hali yetu ya economy.
Mali tumefika, it's like only Jesus Christ will have to help us, and now that the Catholics are on Lent season, maybe this is one of the prayer requests we need to put to.
We are fasting, okay? Penye imefika itabidi Lent
tumeattend. Kenya waingie Lent
tupata yuko
all walks of life.
And then we have Travis Smart, still from social media, replying to the DCI Kenya, and he said, "Guess it is a case of Shylock gone sour. Maybe the husband took some unnecessary loans." Tafakari ya babu. Mnaonaje hiyo?
Okay.
Ameongea kama watu wangapi?
Kama mmoja tu.
Mtu mmoja na shida zake.
Mtu mmoja.
Cheza na hiyo problem ya Shylock.
Lakini cheza game nyingine ako ligi wazima. Tukifika huko sijui tutakuwa mwaka gani, but it's all right. We need friends like that. I feel like it's high time. John Ken.
Yes.
Huh? Right now, Spike.
Yes.
You guys need to be my friends, huh? Tafadhali ni si mko mmechill na hundred of thousands shillings somewhere. Zimechill tu.
Itabidi tuongee na Chesa.
Then
we come back to you.
Unafikiria tuzifanyie nini na hizo?
Tunaweza kulipa loans wewe. Now, still on matters of Chesa. So now, Sergeant Kine, who was, one of the critical infrastructure police unit officers on duty when Chesa again, and the two foreigners allegedly visited the DP's office, was summoned to, appear at the DCI headquarters to record a statement in connection with the same, but did not report on duty on February 19th, 2020. So this is because he was found dead. Now, his death was ruled out as a homicide staged to look like a suicide. Now, let's just pause there. Sasa nyingi mnaonaje story? Mliona CCTV?
Mimi nimeangalia the CCTV back and forth. I've gone through the whole recording back and forth, and it smells of, first of all, it's very sad that we've lost a Kenyan life due to some games that shouldn't have been. A very young man, mwenye
he was 33.
Is
it 33 or 31? 33, I think some of them.
He's in his early 30s.
Yeah.
And you can imagine akona mtoto mdogo, akona maybe bibi mdogo at this point in time, and all of a sudden that life is lost, which is a very sad turn of events.
Extremely.
But at the same time, looking at the CCTV, at some point nilikuwa nimeanza kufikiria ama huyu jamaa alikuwa involved kwa hii kitu na
kwanza, wacha nikusimamisha. Spike wewe, umenyamaza sana. Ulikuwa kwa CCTV? Na tujui maneno.
Sikuwa kwa.
Mbona uko sasa unatafakari ya babu?
Tafakari ya babu.
What do you think about that? Did you look at the CCTV footage?
Yes, niliwatch your clip, but to me, aikai ni kama alijipeleka.
Eh? What do you mean alijipeleka?
Like alijiwa, unaona?
John King.
Alijipeleka
heaven.
So
alijipeleka church, alijipeleka lunch, dinner.
Na unajua kwanza wewe ina cause so much alarm. Ukiona anything, sitaki niongee sana, but anything in a touch to government, there is a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Inafaa ujiulize. Probably there are some things they are trying to hide yenye hawataki the public ijue.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that was normally happens. I don't know.
Like John King, did you see how the boss, like he was, saying what happened, Akipena, like the actual what he believed really happened? What do you think about Kinoti's explanation? So Kinoti alitrend wewe?
I have two feelings around Kinoti's presentation. One of my feelings is that he did the right thing. Coming out, alitokea vizuri sana, akaelezea Wakenya what really transpired, but then najiuliza, was it really necessary to have that level of publicity? I would have expected a little bit more of a different approach on the handling of the sensitivity of the information at the same time. Yeah, so inatuacha kama Wakenya with a lot of questions in mind. Yeah, on one hand, where is this one headed?
Exactly.
Unajua saizi tuko na a lot of politics going around. Hatujui what is what. So it's playing out in a very dicey situation, if I can put it.
Like if I may just ask here, what do you guys feel about the entire situation? It's a very sad situation though.
Yeah.
Mnaonaje? Do you think was the big question that people have been asking online is more of like who pulled the trigger?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are implicating, the DP, they're saying this and this. But the CCTV footage, let's not forget, we had a trending topic called Under Ruto in 23 minutes. Now, Kinoti says that it was more of about 1 hour, 22 minutes. What do you guys think about that? Yani mmemeza mate. It's tight.
Hii situation yote, whether it's tricky sana. Because one thing, we've had some past experiences zenye tumekuwa tukiona online. Like you see, enye si wote tumewatch. Like someone utaona clearly evidence ya CCTV footage, watch. But again ukiangalia the other side of how rulings inafanyika, ni vitu different, like hatujui ni nini na happen. You see, so that's why inakuwa a bit tricky because unaona sasa si wote bado tumachoa kwa mata, hatujui what's happening. Plus pia ukiona after DCI yashaongea and all these things, inakuacha tu bado kwa mata, unashanga where are we heading to? What next? Because after
you guys feel like there's gonna be something next to it?
No, personally I think kutakuwa nayo hype. We understand, we are investigating into this matter. Then after 2, 3, 4, 5 days
tumesahau,
kesi imesaulika na kuna mtu ataongelea.
But lakini sasa ni shida nani? Ni shida yetu ama ni shida watu wa DCI? John Ken, well, mnyamaza story. Unajua na umechill. You just I don't take comment like John Ken left group.
John Ken has been added.
Was added back.
Unajua hii story ya huyu jamaa mwenye alikufa. It saddens me a lot kwa sababu venye imekuwa presented so far. And the way we know history ya Kenya, where how cases move forward, Kinoti has spoken about it openly, but then in my mind I'm asking, will there be justice at the end of the day? Now, looking at the political landscape of the country at this point in time, huwezi jua whether this is targeting a different narrative in a different direction. So getting the real facts of what went down and who pulled the trigger, and again who was on the other side of the call. It leaves the Kenyan population in a different dilemma, whether this will be a justice driven thing or it will be a politically driven motive and solution around it.
So let's just say like kwa sasa tunatafakari ya babu. We're just chilling waiting.
Hii ni kama soap opera.
But tuko episode gani?
Ni kama tuko soap opera, ile point ya somebody is about to cry. Na tena
mbona analia? Ujui what next?
Yeah, ujui what next? What is going to transpire? Ni soap opera ingine whereby the players kama Kinoti and one person mwenye anatoa statement pande hii, mwingine anatoa another pande ile. We get to see how it will
end. Kuna superpower na kuna superpower. So hii ni government na kuna government juu ya government. That's it.
Now us as the common ones, we can we'll just keep quiet about it. Now, lastly, we had other topics trending. Tuko na coronavirus yenye unaonaje story? Uko tu na like 5 seconds. Sema tu one line. Coronavirus will trend, by the way, this week.
Sema kushtuka.
Tunapata masks.
Mimi sikulala. I kept on checking whether I'm sneezing or not, you know.
Hadi unakohoa confirm kama unakohoa.
Hadi unakohoa corona na ile nyingine.
Spike kwa wewe. So wewe uko na confirm kukohoa?
Na pia kujishikashika unajua lazima confirm. Because nasikia masks zinakuwa prepared.
Hizo masks by the KEMSA, the government work on a lot of if you read through it, they had a lot of things. KEMSA is saying it will take this amount. The government is saying we're going to provide 2 million masks, but to go 47 million. So only 45 wanafanya nini? Ama ni 45?
Wow.
Wako wapi? Do you know someone who knows someone who knows someone in the government?
We always know somebody.
I need you.
We know someone in government. We see Uhuru Kenyatta on TV, so possibly we know him. But in all fairness about this corona thing has brought a lot of fear. At the same time, it is destabilizing the world economy and also our own economy. For countries such as Kenya and most major part of Africa that are quote net importers, we are suffering significantly. Businesses are suffering, and the major problem is how do we control association and social way of living without really discriminating people across the board.
Kuna ka point, kuna mtu pale I think anajaribu kuangalia kama kuna temperature spike. Uko sawa?
Mimi niko sawa, nimeconfirm kila kitu iko sawa. But honestly, coronavirus should be treated with a lot of concern. Because unaona like Kenya kama tu locust imetushinda ku control.
Tuna deal locust na tear gas.
Locust tear gas.
Wengine wanapeleka ducks kukula locust. Yetu tear gas.
Hatuna ducks ya kutoka.
So tukwe tu careful na hizo preventive measures. Let's just be cautious penye tutaenda hizo public areas.
And then from there tutakuwa tu sawa.
Tutakuwa sawa.
Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for coming to Social Diary. Do you guys want to say anything?
About?
The government?
I personally we have to want to talk about corona. So you can ask a question.
We're definitely not going to do that because we're out of time. But you know what? I really want to do this more and more time again. So unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into Social Diary. And I was joined by this amazing gentleman. We have Spikes and we have John.
Nice.
Keen.
Good evening.
Keen with an E. Nilemba kwanza ni double E. Usisahau. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms at Metropol TVK. I've been your host, Conchita Lillian. Until next time, it is goodbye for now.